Very good to see you again, Virgo, and welcome to your March 8th, the 14th, 2021 tarot reading. I'm going to get you a general vibe card, which just popped right the hell out. Then we're going to get you a 3-card spread, past, present, future. A couple clarifiers and an outcome card with the Universal Tarot. Universal Fantasy Tarot, mind you. Without further ado, we got the Co-Create card. Co-Create card is kind of like you creating your own path, working with the universe to create that path. You might think of yourself, Virgo, as someone who isn't creative, who isn't like, I'm not the creative type, but remember, you're constantly creating your own path. Like, you may not be a creator in the sense like a content creator or an artist or something like that, but you are creating your own path that's unique to you. So we'll keep that in mind as we go throughout the reading. But let's get you your 3-card spread, Virgo, past, present, future. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully you're creating a better future for yourself, or improving on the one that you have now. So let's see what we got. In your past, we've got the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a passionate, bold, new start. This can be a person who is young at heart and is getting just in touch with their passions, their desires. So maybe you've recently kind of been getting in touch with that yourself in your past, or maybe you've started up a new project that's very bold and passionate that you're really want to get to take off the ground. This is leading to the 7 of Swords in your present energy. 7 of Swords is a card of, can be a liar, cheater, stealer type energy, but it's also a card of protection. You can kind of see there's this army in the corner here, and the army is why this guy's stealing these swords. He doesn't want them to use the swords on him. He's trying to protect himself. So maybe this bold new start you're having, you're trying to protect it, right? You're trying to make sure, it's not getting hurt. It's not like people are picking it apart or people are ruining it for you. It could also be with the Page of Wands coming in. It could be a Page of Wands person coming in for you as well. And maybe you feel you're getting kind of that liar, cheater vibe coming off of them. So I'd watch out for that if that's the case. But in the future, we've got the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups can be a card of blessings coming in, a gift coming in. You see there's this hand trying to offer this cup to this guy, but he's not really seeing it because he is trying to manifest them, but like he's just kind of like daydreaming, right? He's not happy with what he has right now, right? So it seems like you're trying to protect this thing, and maybe you're not necessarily happy with it. Maybe you've realized this thing isn't as this thing you've started, maybe the sort of honeymoon with it is wearing off, right, Virgo? And it's like, maybe I just want this to be better, right? And you're trying to manifest that. But we will see. We shall see here. We'll get some clarifiers for you. See what's going on. It's not a very clear picture of what's happening here, Virgo. But we'll see what's happening. We might need to do more clarifiers too. This is different. This is going to be a tough reading. But Virgo, you can like and subscribe. Appreciating the support you want to give. You can check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos after this. Get a full picture of what's potentially coming for you in the weeks ahead. I do. If your other sign videos aren't up yet, just be assured they're coming later on in the week. So don't worry about that. But between the Page of Wands and the 7 of Swords, we've got the Temperance card. Temperance card is Sagittarius. So maybe this is a Sagittarius coming in. Like we talked about, like the Page of Wands could be a person coming in for you. Temperance is also a card of mixing two things to create a better thing, right? So maybe with this potential thing you're passionate about, maybe you need to, in order to protect it, to help it out, you need to mix it with something else, right? You need to spice it up a little. Maybe just it on its own isn't good enough. Maybe you just need to, and potentially with the Page of Wands, it's a person coming in. It's like you two mixing together and having a relationship together is better than, one person on their own, right? Two people coming together in a relationship, in my opinion, the best way for that is like coming together, two complete people to share their lives, right? So maybe that's what's happening here. And maybe the 7 of Swords isn't necessarily a liar, cheater, stealer, but again, I'd be careful of that. Like if you're getting that kind of a vibe off of this person, but it could just be like you're trying to protect the relationship, right? Or maybe they're trying to protect it at all costs, right? So that is that. Between the Seven of Swords and the Four of Wands, or the Four of Cups, we got the Justice card. So now we got Libra popping in here. And so again, maybe Libra in your chart, maybe Sagittarius in your chart with the Temperance card. Or this is a Libra you're dealing with. But the Justice and Temperance are both cards of balance, right? So, you know, equal give and take. So maybe that's what you need with this relationship or this new project you're starting up, is like you need to kind of balance it out, like that with the Temperance card here too. It's like balance it out, right? Don't go too far on the deep end, right? And maybe that's what's going to lead to potential dissatisfaction with the Four of Cups, is that you're kind of just swerving in one way, right? You're just kind of going full tilt into like, I really want to do this thing. Like I had a miniature painting YouTube channel, and you know, I always kind of like, there was always the risk of like potentially going all the way too hard on like, I'm just going to paint miniatures from this game, right? And then people would just kind of know you as that guy. And then it kind of be like, oh, well, now I don't like painting miniatures from this game. I want to paint miniatures from this other game, but people already know me for this. So I'm kind of pigeonholed into, you know what I mean? You're pigeonholed into doing the thing everyone expects from you. So maybe coming at things from a balanced perspective will help you out. But maybe coming from things like going just balanced all the way is kind of what's leading to satisfaction as well, right? It's kind of leading you to be like, oh, well, I don't really want to do this. Like, I want more. I don't want to just be doing like all this, like the even Steven stuff all the time. But I would say like that's going to have to be up to you as you come along here. But for an outcome, we've got the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is a card of getting somewhere in a way you didn't expect. It's not so prominent on this one, but you can see that, well, this one's kind of the opposite of the Rider-Waite one. And the Rider-Waite one, the guy's looking at these three cups. He's sad and upset, and the three cups are spilled. And he's like, oh no, like I thought these three cups would lead me across the river and I would get to the city across the way. But if he turns around, he sees the two cups, a bridge, and then that's how he's going to get to the city, right? It's getting somewhere in a way you didn't expect. In this one, it's like he has turned around. He has seen that there are the two cups on the bridge, and that'll lead him to the city. And that's how he'll get there. So from what I'm seeing, it's like you may not think like the way that you want to do things is the way you're going to get there. That's maybe what you're thinking is like, you know, I'm just going to do this one thing, like whatever it is, and that's how I'll become like famous, or that's how I'll leave a legacy behind, or I'm just going to do, you know, this thing with, you know, this person coming in to this relationship, and it's like, I'm just going to do this thing with them, and that's going to lead to happiness and stuff. But this is a card of saying like, no, like there's another way, and that other way is actually how you're going to get there. So, you know, that's going to take some experimenting. That's going to take some playing around, and but just don't worry. Like I always say when the Five of Cups comes up, if you had told me when I was a teenager that I'd be doing tarot videos on YouTube, I would have laughed you out of the building. You know, life takes you in funny ways, right? The co-create card, right? Like life takes you in funny ways. The universe is working with you to get you to where you need to be, right? It's trying to create help work with you to get to that path, and maybe you're not going to get there the way you think you're going to get there, because the co-create card is saying we're working with you, we're also helping out, right? We also have a say in where you're going. So I like that there, Virgo. So that's all I got for you. Hopefully that helps you out in the weeks to come. Remember to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos, so you can like and subscribe as well. You can hit that bell icon so you never miss a video. But most important of all, Virgo, I hope to see you in the next video.